En avant! Marchez!
We have won a series of significant battles out there.
À gauche!
And we'll be marching on Warsaw right now with one of our armies, sieging Breslau, and
Miller? Attaquez!
soon we're gonna go after Zagreb, which will obviously ask politely to surrender.
Levez le siège!
They have accepted the surrender. That's what I like to see, and after that we can attack their troops further. We are on a major offensive right now, Poland, Lithuania. Besides, we are being helped by Genoa that shift an army north to West Prussia and have taken multiple cities from West Prussia east up to Vilnius. They have been very successful in fighting Poland and Lithuania due to the fact that Poland and Lithuania has amassed troops close to our border. And they were unable to defend themselves in the north behind the lines of our front line that's facing us, the Poland, Lithuanian, and French front line. So far the battles that are happening against Poland and Lithuania are devastating for them due to the fact that they have lost all major offensives. They made an offensive on Brandenburg and we have beaten them, as you remember. Then we besieged one of their cities in the center, marching on Warsaw, fighting here, just took a city. Poland, Lithuanian citizens are eager to surrender to us. That's something already. All in all, we're doing very well on this offensive. If we can win this, then Europe is ours. We kind of are going to take it. It's the mainland Europe for us. The majority is going to be controlled by French, and within the Lions block of French and Spanish. We will certainly prevail. Now I'm moving my troops as close to their lines as possible. I want to get into the fight. And so now we should be in line to shoot onto their positions. And it looks like their soldiers are falling down right now. Yes. It's going very well for us here. They are cornered. and they should fall. Certainly. As you can see, the skirmish phase has ended. It's time to attack. Let us fight them. Their conscripts are very eager. Looks like their vanguard is on the retreat now. They will not be able to turn the tide if all of the troops are routing. So far we have shaken the front line really heavily. Some of their units are still out there, like these Polish-Lithuanian regulars, as they call them. They were never issued bayonets, but they do have an officer with a sword. Besides that, they have some more troops out here. But all in all, these are just forces that are routing, that's it. Obviously cutting down grenadiers is very important because these can put up a fight, obviously, especially on the walls, they can. And so they're all falling down to pieces right now. They have been surrounded, as you can see, and we have them. There are still a few here fighting, shooting their weapons, and the battle is ours. It's a heroic victory once again. The cunning of the fox is as murderous as the violence of the wolf.
Votre Majesté?
Now, we're going to march further, dealing with their units that retreated. It doesn't matter if they retake Zagreb, we'll just go back there. Trade should reopen with Ottoman Empire soon, due to the fact that we do have a border with them now. I see that Poland-Lithuania has many detachments all over the place here. Furthermore, let's go in.
À gauche, marchez, votre humble serviteur. Préparez-vous, marchez.
And fight them further.
À vos ordres.
I'll have to send
marchez.
reinforcements to these cities. This will definitely weaken my force. And then I'm gonna go after their units that are scattered here, so that they wouldn't merge into considerable fighting forces. Okay, let's go into this. If we can kill them off, then the road to Warsaw and our back would certainly be free from their harassment, and they wouldn't be able to consolidate these brigades into one formidable fighting force that would be able to defend the city or attack us. Now, fighting these kind of units right there that we're currently going to face is good due to their low numbers. Besides, our army here isn't that healthy after all, due to some serious fighting. These troops are not fully manned. They will have to be in the near future. Let's target them. I want to go into a melee, and because we're being shot by artillery, I'm going to issue an order to run. Now, if we run, we should not be hit by the troops so badly. I'm going to spread my brigades a little bit so that they could engage the enemy much more effectively. See, some of our troops were unable to get there in time. They okay, and then it's a charge. It looks like it's a charge all over the front line. And now the question is, will they hold? Will they hold? No, you go there and you try to surround them. Okay. They're full engaged right now. As you can see. It's a good one. I'm going to stretch one of these brigades thin so that they can engage effectively all over. I'm even going to send in the general now. Hopefully this is going to make them rout much more effectively, much more quicker. And as you can see, we can already see routing happening. And that's it. Let's continue this battle. I want them to fall. As you can see, some of these troops, Polish-Lithuanian troops, they are routing. And some of them are coming back to face us. So that's an interesting flavor to it all. They had to stay in the battle, I guess. Now, without these troops forming another army, we can certainly hope for victory in this northern part. There's so many of them, it's hard to cut them all down, obviously. Done. The victory is ours. It looks like the casualties are quite equal. Our troops here are a little bit more experienced than the rest of our armies out there, but that's not surprising. This army is most likely fighting for a long time already. And this brigade should certainly be wiped out after taking so many losses. The thing about brigades not coming back is that if they incur too many losses, they just kind of disintegrate, die off, kind of never end up being formed again. There are still naval battles in this game, however, I haven't built myself a navy, so I can't really fight them. But we will fight them. I have no doubts that we will. At some point in the future. As you can see, we were unable to wipe them out completely, but we definitely incurred massive losses on them. Furthermore, we're going into battle against Venice, which is very, very powerful. Let's go in. It looks like too much artillery and too much cavalry will prove to be devastating for them. Once again, we know that even if in this time period gun is very important, guns when used well can be devastating. However, it's still an age of steel and I mean swords and bayonets, and eventually battles will be won by sword. So having large armies made up of units such as artillery may be great in World War I, not so great in this century right here. Let's go forward now. We already faced these once. They have proved to be very, very determined. And just after we defeated one of their armies, they suddenly ended up with another force. And it was very, very difficult deal with them due to the losses that we took, so we waited, and while we waited they raised another army, which is this one, and they attacked us once again. So in Venice they obviously have an extreme number of conscripts out there. Now it looks like we can already go into battle. And we'll charge their artillery units supported by the 3rd Regiment of Horse. In here we're having a fight already, and let's go into this. It looks like they're charging us on the 2 sides right there already. I have no doubts that we will prevail if we charge them, due to our incredible numerical superiority here. I'm even going to target our horse units. In here our cavalry is having some trouble. Once again, I'm going to stretch my troops. 2 of our brigades attacking one of theirs, so if we can attack them on the full line, it's certainly going to be much more effective for us. In here, our troops have been stopped by their cavalry units. But it doesn't really matter. We're going at them. In here, we've got ourselves a really nice engagement. Very favorable for us. We're surrounding them. And we're winning. Once again here, surrounding them. Our cavalry units got engaged for a long time here. All in all, I would say that the power here is very equal. Their troops are equally capable of fighting these battles. I'm going to charge the lines with my general unit. Yes, these fights are really exhausting for us. They are not retreating. No, they are not. Okay, I see now. My soldiers were not running. Now, as you can see, when I charged them with the general unit, they started to rout. And that's what I want. I want them to rout. If they rout, it will certainly start a chain reaction. They're standing up to this quite well. They're very eager. For some reason, they are very eager. Even here, while being completely surrounded, they're still a formidable force. At least we have killed their general unit right here in this round. So their line should start breaking. I would say these were one of these harder engagements out there. Maybe just a skirmish would have been a great idea for us. And it's a heroic victory. Not that many of them left, but we have to chase them.
À gauche, marchez. Décimez-les.
In this case, chasing them is not going to be that simple. We've got many trades already due to these battles.
Force et honneur.
It's good that we were able to reach them, I like that.
Votre demande est inconsidérée. Monsieur? En avant!
Looks like we'll have to turn back to Bavaria. Now...
Cible assiégée, monsieur!
Battle for Breslau.
Attaquez!
As you can see, it's attacked by a combination right there of superior force. Let's see if they would surrender. If they would refuse to surrender, they would fight this. It would be very difficult engagement for us that would require
Il se cache sous les jupons des femmes.
Incredible losses for us to sustain. It's probably best if we wait this out and just starve them until they come out, and then we'll just try to hit them while they They're out of the walls.